Good evening, people. It is now 10 o'clock at night. Just had something on my mind I was thinking about, and I just think I should share it with people, on what I think, and just driving, and I'm just talking to the Lord and just thinking, like, man, like, why do we be so impatient with the Lord and be wanting so many right here, right now, and instead of not waiting and seeing the reason why we have to wait. With the Lord, you gotta think of it like this: as He is patient with us, you must be patient with Him. When you were sinning, when you was doing things against His will and doing things, God was patient. God was like, okay, they didn't talk to me today, but at some point they'll talk to me. I'ma still give them the grace, the mercy. You know what I'm saying? Just spare them for the day. Oh, here they are again, doing something that I don't approve of. Knowing, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You could be 3 months behind on your rent, and you out partying, and God's like, well, I'm gonna spare him one day because I'm not gonna send that man to come evict him out their home or whatever. God is very, very patient with us, and you got to be patient with Him. And there's a lot of things that we be wanting. We will be wanting a 6-figure salary. We be wanting a relationship of God. If you seek, that a relationship with God, following God and everything. We be wanting all these things from Him, and to deliver us from these sicknesses and illnesses, and deliver us from anything that makes us feel uncomfortable. And what I've learned walking with God and just understanding the way how my life is going, bro, you got to be patient. Like, you got to literally wait and just see. Live your life. Continue to live the way how you was living. As long as it's in God's acceptable sight and whatnot. Like, I'm not saying, like, if you smoke weed, just keep smoking weed and you'll see. No, like, say you put a prayer in the air, God, I'm seeking a woman of God, a man of God, whoever. Or, God, I'm seeking this job opportunity, whatever. Bro, God heard your prayer. Trust me, He heard it. He he's happy that you spoke to Him and you addressed His concerns to Him. You didn't lean on your own understanding. It was like, you know what, I'ma just go apply to a job, and I know with my resume that's gonna be enough for them to call me up for an interview. Nah, like, you put it up into God's hands, and it's like, God, hey, if this is for me, they'll give me a call. If it's not, hey, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. And God will respond, but we must be patient and wait. But that doesn't mean we be idle and waiting on God's answer, because God tells us, sorry, I'm trying to find a part. God tells us to, those who do not work do not eat. So think of it like that. People with idle hands don't expect anything to reap from. If you're not sowing anything, don't expect to reap anything. So when you're thinking about that relationship, when you're thinking about that job, when you're thinking about that one thing, man, like, be patient with the Lord. Let the Lord do His works. He's answered your call, and He's either going to give you a yes, not right now, or no. And a lot of people be trying to force the no into a not yet or a yes, because you'll see a man, or you'll see a woman, or you'll see a job that does call back, and then God sends something. God will send that sign too, right? God will send that sign. He's always on time. God is a very intentional God. He will send that sign to show you that, like, this is not right now. This is not something for you. It's probably something for you to see, study, get some knowledge, get some information out of it, gain some wisdom from it. And then whether or not it may pass, during that season. For example, there was a job that I got interviewed for, and it was a job, quote unquote, out of my league. And the reason why I say it was out of my league was because, like, I go in there, everybody's in suits and everybody's man, I'm just in a cheap outfit. I feel super underdressed, underwhelmed, and whatnot. But these guys were serious. Like, they were trying to talk about, like, the leadership, leading and being a man, and, making sales and making good amount of money and stuff and whatnot. And I'm thinking, oh man, I'll do this, I'll da da da. But I did not end up getting that job. One, I feel like God was trying to tell me, see, this is something that you thought, right, was for you. This job, you think this job is going to change your whole entire life, but now I'm showing what you are lacking, which is leadership. You're lacking the appropriate attire for the season that you want so bad. So, and that's what the thing is. God is trying to get your attire right. He's trying to get your appearance right. Not just your physical appearance, but just your appearance, your soul. He's trying to make sure your relationship with Him is perfect, that you'll never withstand, or you'll never forsake Him, you'll never leave Him, you'll never break bondage, like break the bond between you two for anything or anyone. And since then, since I learned the reason why, like, I feel like that job didn't come into fruition for me, I've learned how to lead. I've learned how to be more communicative. I learned how to be more self-disciplined, self-tone. Hey, I ended up buying 3 suits. For myself, because not only for church, but I just felt like, as a man, you should at least own at least one suit. And, thank God I was able to get 3. But my point is like, man, we have to learn how to be patient with God. Be patient with Him, trust in Him, and not lean on your own understanding. That's Proverbs 3:5. Trust Him with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. And we have to learn that trusting Him involves sacrificing, which that means fasting, that means prayer, that means taking extra time to spend time with Him, saying no to certain people to go out with or whatever. Like, we have to learn how to build that relationship with Him through these things, so we know, hey, God, above all things, I put you at the top. I will never replace you. I will never depart from you as you won't depart from me. And I must know that, God, each and every day that you wake me up, each and every day that you bless me with life, friends, family, money, whatever it is that you have, God, there is a plan, and there will be a time where you will give more and bless me more. And those things that I did pray about, I've learned how to be content, and I've learned how to be okay with the situation I was in before you've given me more. And that's what God is trying to tell you to do. God is trying to fix your brain on, you don't need that 100K job. You don't need that woman. You don't need that man. You need me. I want you to need me. I want you to know that everything that I've given you is more than enough right now for your current situation. And when you obey, when you obey and you have that obedience and whatnot, time and time again, God will bless you. Especially obedience. When you obey, when you listen to things, and when you hear things from people or from just looking at things around you, God will and if you obey His teaching about what He's trying to tell you not to do or keep you away from, and you obey, God will literally bless you like that. So don't turn your ears off. Don't turn your eyes off. Keep an ear and eye open out for God. And even when you pray, believe that it's already been received and believe that it's on the way. Believe that it's on the way. And don't even worry about it after that. After you throw the prayer in the air for him, God received it, and God's going to give you your answer on yay, nay, or maybe just not right now. So just be patient, people. Be patient. I hope you guys learned something from this as much as I did, because like I said, I just be driving, and it was just one night drive, and I just be talking to God in my car, and I just thought I should just share. So I hope you guys learned something from this, and that you guys are doing well, and that you are blessed, and I pray that y'all have a blessed night, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a good night. Be blessed.